Chapter 3, 163, 1 verses 7, 4 quarters. Translator. Chibi General Editor. Chibi General. Fang Yuan's composure made Tibashu shocked and cold. When the battle started, Tibashu had absolutely not expected he would be in such a situation and at a disadvantage. But now, this established expert, a cornerstone of Tai clan, had no choice but to admit he was in a dangerous situation. The culprit that led to this situation was this young man in front of him. He fought against 7 people by himself and forced them to reach this stage. How in the world did he accomplish this? From the moment Little Beast King appeared, his actions and words were all unfathomable and unpredictable traps, luring the 7 of us right into it. Even more unexpectedly, he holds a flying-type goo and possesses such skilled flying techniques. With his flying ability, he has taken the initiative, able to retreat and advance as he pleases, eventually leading to this situation, a one-sided slaughter. Tibashu felt his heart turn cold as he recalled the situation. How did Fang Yuan possess such incredible flying techniques? That question was no longer the most terrifying thing. The truly terrifying thing about this lad is his head. How could he have such a meticulous scheming ability at his age? He is simply a monster. If he used it for the righteous path, he would become the most brilliant rising star of the righteous path. Unfortunately, he chose to use his intelligence for the evil demonic path. This is a disaster to the people of the world. Tibashu had a premonition. One day this young man in front of him would become a calamity to the whole southern border. At that time, blood would flow into a river and dye the land red, and an uncountable number of living beings would fall victim to his vicious attacks. No, my current situation is very dangerous. Tyruanan can't fight, and my long-range attacks are inadequate. Little Beast King, however, can fly, thus attacking or retreating as he desires. Retreat. We must hurry to Sansha Mountain and join with the 4 old-timers. Although Tibashu had been famous for a long time, his heart was steady and was not misled by fame and profits. He could not display all his strength, but under the continuous empowerment of Earth Overlord Gu, Tyrant Strength Gu was becoming stronger and stronger, surpassing the limits of Fang Yuan. But Tibashu was not drunken in his powers. With his experience, he could see the situation he was in. Continuing to fight only ends in disaster. The most sensible choice was to retreat. He did not care that he was forced to retreat by a junior. Even if he lost all his reputation, it was better than dying. What's more, big brother Shualeng, I can't let your child die in front of me. As he thought of this, Tibashu became decisive and dragged Tai Ruanan to retreat. Running away. Fang Yuan suddenly shone with severity. He felt the situation was problematic. Retreating was truly the most sensible choice for Tibashu. This place was near to Sansha Mountain, and if they managed to attract the 4 old-timers of Tai clan, it would be Fang Yuan's turn to retreat. Kill! Fang Yuan naturally did not want to see such a situation happening. He pointed his hand and activated his all-out effort Gu, along with strength Chi Gu. Beast phantoms turned into solid forms and landed on the ground, blocking Tibashu. However, Tibashu was strong. His punches and kicks seemed to whistle like the wind and cackle like lightning, scattering these beast phantoms. Fang Yin suddenly changed the attack target. The beast phantoms all moved towards Tyruanan. Despicable! Tibashu cursed and moved to protect Tyruanan. Fang Yuan laughed loudly at this. If Tibashu gave up on Tyruanan and escaped by himself, Fang Yuan would not be able to stop him. However, Tibashu was protecting Tyruanan. This was seeking his own doom. Because he was a Gu master that specialized in offense, not defense. By protecting Tyruanan, he was sacrificing himself, tying his own hands and feet, fighting his enemy's specialty with his weakness. One side escaped and other pursued. The situation was in a stalemate. No matter how Tibashu cursed and provoked, Fang Yuan only flew in the air and used beast phantoms to attack. Tibashu could not hit Fang Yuan and thus was passively taking a beating. Moreover, there were light injuries on his body while protecting Tyruanan. He is only at rank 4 middle stage. Why does he have so much primeval essence? Tiba Shu was starting to feel desperate. He did not know Fang Yuan not only had liquor worm, but also heavenly essence treasure lotus. In terms of primeval essence, he could completely match rank 4 upper stage. Fang Yuan attacked furiously, sending attacks without an end. If a beast phantom was destroyed, he would immediately send another. Beast phantoms attacked one after another. If one fell, another arrived, especially the occasional thunderboar and rock crocodile phantom, which could threaten Tiruanan. Tibashu was getting exhausted and was slowly unable to endure the attacks, his strength decreasing rapidly. Why hasn't the 4 old-timers arrived yet? Tibashu kept on running and was already near Sancha Mountain, but he still did not see any signs of the 4 old-timers. The path they chose was too hidden, and to prevent news from leaking out, they had intentionally departed 2 days earlier. These setup instead became an obstruction now for Tibashu. Tibashu was very passive now. The injuries on his body continuously accumulated and turned from light to heavy injuries. Beast phantoms were starting to pose more of a threat to him, and it was becoming hard for him to move forward. Tai Ruonan had become the greatest burden to him. She kept on struggling, and Tibashu had no choice but to knock her unconscious and run while carrying her in his arm. We are already close to the foot of the mountain. I just need to hold on for a while. Tibashu's body was shaking, and his vision was already a scene of blurriness. Is he really going to escape? Damn it! Fang Yuan's face was gloomy as he saw this from the air. He started making more ferocious and continuous attacks, his offense surging like a tidal wave. As they were near Sansha Mountain, Gu Masters started appearing in the surroundings. There is a battle going on. It is Little Beast King. Heavens, did I see wrong? The one being pursued seems to be present age overlord, a cornerstone of Tai clan, Tai Bashu. Little Beast King is defying heaven. He is actually chasing the rank 4 upper stage, Tai Bashu. The Gu Masters that saw the battle were all flabbergasted and incomparably shocked. Some righteous Gu Masters felt their hearts go cold when they saw Tai Bashu being chased, running away like a pathetic dog who fell into the water. Big brother Li Xian, why has Little Beast King still not appeared? We have been waiting here for such a long time. Is your information reliable? From a dark corner, Humei looked at the purple light barrier in front of her and yawned in boredom. In the light barrier formed by Iron Cabinet Gu, Bai Ningbing was still trapped by the 4 old-timers of T-Clan. There is no problem with my information. Let's wait a bit more. Li Xian said that, but he muttered in his heart, this should not be happening. I have already told the news of T-Clan's reinforcements to him. How could he still restrain himself? Could it be he is really going to leave Bai Ningbing in the lurch? If Little Beast King really did not appear, such heartlessness made even Li Xian terrified when he thought of it. But if he came to rescue her, both sides would suffer, and the benefits in such a chaotic battlefield would be huge. Just as the two were talking in whispers, they heard some clamor. What is going on? Humei puzzledly turned her head to look, but the moment she saw the sight, her puzzled expression quickly became sluggish, and after a while it turned into shock. The person whom she had been painfully waiting for appeared, and even appeared while ostentatiously flying in the air. Wait a second. The person that Little Beast King is chasing looks a bit familiar. What? What the *CK? It is Tibashu. The present age overlord from Tai clan is being chased. So Little Beast King went to intercept the reinforcement. Li Xian stared tongue-tied at this pursuit and could not help but curse. At the same time as his realization, he felt extreme shock and bewilderment. Little Beast King actually went to intercept the Tai clan reinforcement. How can he have such guts? Is he crazy? No, he is not crazy. He won the fight and is now chasing Tibashu. Tibashu was rank 4 upper stage, but his battle prowess surpassed that level, even common rank. 4 peak stage Gu Masters were not his match. Even on Sancha Mountain among the 5 rank 4 peak stage Gu Masters, only Yi Huo would be able to contend with this present age overlord. However, right now Tibashu was actually being chased by Little Beast King and in such a sorry state. Oh God, am I hallucinating? Someone grabbed his head and looked with an incredulous expression. This world is too crazy. It is changing so quickly. Someone muttered with a dull expression in his eyes. Fortunately, I haven't gone against Little Beast King. Li Xian felt fortunate, but immediately felt fear. No, I still need to be cautious when dealing with Fang Zheng. This guy cannot be assessed using common sense. In such a short time, he advanced to rank 4 middle stage and is also able to fly? Hu Meier kept her hand over her heart, extremely shocked at this abnormal growth speed of Fang Yuan. Demonic past scoundrel. Quick, we need to rescue them. That is Tiba Shu. Tai Clan's 4 old-timers also sensed the situation and immediately revoked Iron Cabinet Gu and hurried to rescue. As for the trapped Binding Bing or whatever, they stopped caring. But unfortunately, they were still late by a step. I was still a step too slow. Tiba Shu felt extremely bitter. His eyes were blurry. The pain from the wounds all over his body had already made him numb, and the heavy injuries had already increased so much that he was in a near-death state now. He protected Tiruonan all the way and did not let even one attack reach her. Such a pity that this little beast king did not come down to fight in close combat. Otherwise, I would have killed him. Tiba Shu felt very regretful. He had a trump card that he had not revealed. However, Fang Yuan acted cautiously the whole time, never flying down and only attacking from the air. Bashu, hold on! We are coming to reinforce you. The 4 old-timers of Tai clans shouted together and rushed over rapidly. Ha ha ha, you were just a step away. Tiba Shu, you have failed. Fang Yuan threw his head back and laughed loudly. A rock crocodile phantom fell down with an explosive sound, sending Tiba Shu rolling on the ground. Tai Clan's 4 old-timers were rushing over and were extremely near, but this small gap was like the distance between clouds and mud. It is over. Fang Yuan's expression was cold as he pointed and made the fatal attack. No, not yet! Iron Cabinet Gu! Tiba Shu used his final remaining energy and placed his palm on Tiruonan's back. A square-shaped iron cabinet quickly formed and tightly sealed Tiruonan. Beast Phantom attacked, ripping Tiba Shu into pieces, but the iron cabinet was firm as ever, and Tiruonan, who was inside, was unscathed. At the crucial moment, Tiba Shu gave his final chance of survival to Tiruonan. Bashu! T-Clan's 4 old-timers howled in anger and grief. They reached the scene but were late by a step. Little Beast King, our Tai Clan will not rest till you die. The 4 old-timers stared at Fang Yuan, wishing they could bite him to death. Eh? Is that so? I fought against 7 Tai clansmen this time. 6, including Tiba Shu, lost their lives by my hands. You 4 old-timers also want to deal with me? Then fly over and fight me? Fang Yuan laughed coldly. A dangerous look appeared in his eyes that made people avoid his gaze.